Let's be clear, it was all Lestro's fault. Trash Talk Radio, coming at you live on MP3 from high on a hill above beautiful Lake Washington. My name is Lestro, and with me as always is the Guru.
Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir.
And you know how this goes. We're here to talk a little trash on a week's worth of sports. I don't know anybody except the Guru, and the Guru knows all.
Man, I know just a little something, man. Just a little something, man.
Guru, it is episode number 80, and the NBA Finals are on. And after losing home court advantage in Game 2, the Raptors proved they don't need it, running away with Game 3 at Oracle Arena. The Claw led a balanced Raptor attack that overwhelmed a hobbled Warriors squad despite a 47-point performance from Steph Curry. Are we seeing a changing of the guard, or will Clay and KD return and lead the Warriors back into history? Then, the NFL OTAs are underway, and Guru is beginning his look ahead at the 2019 season with a preview of the AFC East. Plus, you know we got a 2-minute drill. And Guru, I even got a game time for you this week. Episode number 80, Trash Talk Radio.
Let's roll.
All right, so I stumbled my way through that a little bit, but we're ready to go now. Guru, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm living a dream, man. Don't you pinch me, man. Don't you pinch me.
It is good to see you. Did you have a good weekend?
Heck yeah. Is that going to be edited?
Yes.
You dropping papers?
No, we'll keep that part.
Lestro is a mess.
I'll tell you what, man. Rough start to the show tonight.
Oh, man, you're just like Golden State Warriors right now, man.
Limping my ass in here, man.
You're a little bit off right now, man. You're just like the Warriors.
Woo, call me the injured reserve, buddy, because I am just a little bit out of it. I'll tell you why, though. I remember, I think last show or the week before, we talked about those cats that we saw. The wife and I saw the two little black...
Foo and Jollof.
We got the cats. They were still there when we went back 2 weeks later, and we were like, all right, these are obviously our cats. So now there are two tiny black panthers running around our house, Foo and Jollof. Let's say we chose them because Jolof's got a little bit of a kick to her. She's bigger. She's a little spicier. Foo is a little bit sweeter, but she's got a little more depth to her.
See,
you know,
that's exactly what Foo is. Foo is a little bit more depth. It's a little bit thicker. It's different. You know, the jollof is the one that give you a little spice. You tasted jollof when Mom's Duke made it, and she didn't even make it with no spice though, because she was trying to make it easy for everyone to eat it though.
There were going to be white people here. Obviously, you gotta dial it way back, man. Great stuff though. Yeah, if you listen to the show, you know the Guru's always ragging on his West African NBA counterparts here, compatriots, that they got to eat the foo and the jollof, the home cooking.
You know who's eating that foo and jollof? My boy, what's his name from Toronto?
From Toronto, Pascal Siakam.
Siakam, yeah. Look, man, you killing my injury now.
It's contagious.
Pascal Siakam, boy, he's my real African. That's what I'm talking about. He's eating that foo and jollof with his hands, baby. I love it, Pascal. Represent, man, that Cameroonian, baby. Let's go.
So we got the cats now, Foo and Jollof. They're wonderful. We love them. Welcome to the house. All of that. So they are kittens though, so that's why I'm a little tired and a little off. Plus a late getting here because I got a baby too, so it's as complicated as we thought it would be. But never mind me. We got to talk about the problems facing the Warriors, who were coming into this series, these NBA Finals, as big time favorites. Toronto surprised them on Game 1, and the Warriors responded and then didn't. So, Guru, when last we left our heroes in the NBA Finals, it was Raptors 1 and Warriors nothing. Now it's Raptors 2, Warriors 1 after Kawhi and the Canadians steal a game down there at Oracle Arena. What is going on in this series?
It's the injured reserve. That's what's going on in this series.
Just like us.
Is the Toronto Raptors playing the whole, basically the Quinn Cooks playing the guys I don't even know on the roster that's on the roster right now. It's amazing to see what Steve Kerr is just pulling out of his ass to even make this even somewhat watchable.
Yeah, this is a triage unit at best out there on the floor for the Warriors right now. No KD, no Clay in Game 3, and no Dub there at the end.
At all.
Yeah.
And
and despite Steph, like I said, 47 points out of Steph Curry. He was flying around everywhere, but
hey, that was a hard-fought 47 points, man. You know, it wasn't one of those other fluid Steph Curry's 47 points. Oh, he worked hard for those 47 points.
Yeah, and he was playing the D and throwing himself around on the floor on that one too. Steph Curry really went out there to get this one and just fell anyway.
They were just out, man. And honestly, we have to give respect. Like, when it comes to Golden State, the IR team, basically Golden State, the JV squad versus the Toronto Raptors, Kawhi Leonard is the best player on the court when it's just Steph Curry.
Well, even yes, even if Clay's back on there, Kawhi Leonard is the best single player on the court. With KD, there's a bit of an argument that's starting to brew.
Oh, with KD, there's going to be too many other factors, too many other good players.
Well, the team,
Clay,
but it's the balanced attack of Toronto on this one that really got him. As we were talking, a heroic effort from Steph Curry, 47 points. Next was Draymond at 17 and Andre Iguodala at 11. Meanwhile, on Toronto's side, Kawhi had 30, big night again for him, and then 18 from Siakam, 17 from Gasol, 18 from Danny Green, and 23 from Kyle Lowry, and 11 from Fred VanVleet. They had 6 guys in double digits in this game.
Hey, they the 6, baby.
That's
they brought
tough,
this
man.
6 to the. They brought this 6
They
to
brought
the
the 6
Bay.
with them.
They brought this 6 to the Bay.
That's genius. All 6 out there scoring double digits. Balanced attack just could not sustain. And, we thought after that Game 2, because Game 2 was sort of a surprise win there for Golden State, especially after Clay got hurt in the fourth, and a big 18-point run to open the second half and come from behind and snatch a game back from Toronto. I thought Game 3 was really going to be the test for him here, and I didn't even expect him to win it. I thought it was almost a lock for GS Dub this first game back in Oakland.
Oh, without those two guys, I mean, they was
Clay was a question. Clay was a question.
Well, once we found out they weren't playing, honestly, I respect Toronto is a well-run organization. They're a well-run team. They're professionals, and they earned their way. They defeated some big-time ballers. They defeated the Sixers. They defeated Giannis. So we know they got some ballers on there.
Yeah, this team's no joke. They put up a bunch of wins in the year too.
Exactly.
This is not not a sneak up on a squad.
Exactly. So with them being full strength, essentially, versus a team playing lacking the best players in the league, obviously we expected this. But one thing I got from this, and I think you might have something different, but what I got from this is I believe the Warriors already have an understanding. They know if those guys come and play, it don't matter what, if they're down 3-2, if they're down 3-1, if they have KD and Clay and the whole repertoire of players on the court at the same time, they believe they could win 3 straight games or however game that's required for them to be the champions. I honestly believe they believe that.
Yeah, and I think that they've shown that they believe that. I think Game 2 was a good indication of that. And they had performances from guys in that game that really stepped up. That we could say Boogie, for example, really back in Game 2. He was the insurance policy to the insurance policy. KD, the greatest insurance policy in all sports. Boogie was the backup insurance policy to that. Shows up at the end of the season, gets into the playoffs. Doesn't do much. This game, he gets in there. Game 2, in 28 minutes, 11 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Almost disappears again here in Game 3. It was like the Raptors weren't ready for him. They showed up ready for him this time, and Boogie only had 4 points in 19 minutes this time around.
I think condition has something to do with that. Usually, after a long layoff, the second game is when the soreness really kicked in after a very, and especially intense game in the NBA Finals. So I kind of anticipated this kind of happening. People might think, he has some of the layoff. But we all know, just like when we go to the gym, you go work out. The first day's not when you feel. The first day's not when you're sore. When do you think you get sore? It's the next day. You like, oh my gosh, man, I can't really move.
I'll take your word on this one because I don't really go to the gym. I tend to stay away from the gym, so I'll trust you on this one. But going forward here, then into game 3, this was. Going into game 4, I think there's no doubt Klay plays. I think that he was close, and they wanted to rest him and see what they could do, and if they could do it without Klay. I don't think KD's back for the next game. He hasn't even practiced yet, and this is a quick turnaround. Game 4 is on Friday. This is the only time in the series where there's only a game, only one day between them. It's the quickest turnaround. I think we see Klay. I don't think we see KD in that game necessarily, and I said this last week, Guru. I'm not sure we see KD in this series, man. If he's not even practicing yet.
In the minds of Allen Iverson, in the best quote of our generation, practice. We talking about practice. When you talking about the best player in the world, he is your franchise, and you talking about a Philly guy, and you talking about practice yet?
Yeah, but I'm not talking about a guy who's out there playing every night saying he doesn't have to go to practice. I'm saying a dude who hasn't been on the floor.
Oh man, look, dude.
In weeks, in 2 weeks. KD's a week and a half, 2 weeks.
KD's a professional. KD's a professional. I'm sure, even if there's not public practice, I am sure he's doing high intense, and he will do high intensity work to get back on the court. This is not his first injury. We all remember when he was hurt in OKC with I think it was his leg or his knee that one time when he basically missed majority of the season.
Okay,
and he came back in shape, came back strong. So I think KD knows his body, and I think him not being a young kid, him not being a rookie in the first or 2-year guy, him being a vet in the game, I think he knows how to take care of him, just like Boogie did. Boogie, obviously, he's supposed to be gone for a couple of months, and he's back, and he's taking care of his body. I think KD's in that same category.
Yeah, I think actually Boogie looked real good there in game 2. I hope they find a way to get back to him in game 4. I think he can really help him out. But of course, I think Draymond is obviously the secret, the not so secret sauce for that team, if you will. His defense in game 2 really helped rally them. He's able to get everywhere. It just wasn't enough here in the next one without Klay out there shooting as well. It's you need another shooter, and we saw that at the end of game 2 when they ran that box and one defense. Man, that is. And to some extent, it worked for them at the end of that game. That's crazy. They need to get Klay out there to shoot as well. I think we see Klay. I don't know if we see this. What do you see going forward? Game 4 of this series.
If one of the guys come, if Klay comes, I say the Warriors win that game. Even Steven, as we say that in the barbershop, get that even Stevens. And if none of them play, damn, I see the Raptors still winning. I don't think Steph Curry could beat that Raptors team without Looney, basically all the injured guys, KD and Klay. I don't see Steph carrying him. He could have 80 points for all I care. That he would still just run out of gas when it comes down to it. So it all depends on the injury guys, and I feel like one of those guys will play. So I think that this series is going to go 2-2.
Yeah, I think even like a 75 or 80% Klay Thompson, you got to get in there. You got to make him play. It's the only way to. You need him out there on the floor. But I think I think going forward, I think this changes the calculus of the series because I'm with you. I think the Toronto, without those two guys, Toronto wins this next game, the sustained attack of the Raptors. Because normally you would think there would be some sort of emotional letdown, some sort of back off on the team, but this team, led by Kawhi Leonard, they're just like focused and driven and emotionless on this. And I don't think they lose the game unless Klay is in. Going forward, then what happens? Are you looking at if Klay doesn't play in the next game? Are we talking about a gentleman's sweep as we go back to Toronto?
Oh, absolutely not, because then this is all hands on deck. Then I don't care if KD's 25%. We're going all hands on deck. So everybody got to come in for that game in Toronto. So
yeah, because let's be honest, even a 25% KD is a disruptive force that you have to cover and changes everything.
All hands on deck. Yeah. 25% KD could give you at least 15 points.
At least. So this all hands on deck in Game 5. Then it goes to Toronto, and you think the Raptors can make a run, get it back to 6, back in Oracle.
You mean the Warriors, yeah.
Yeah, the Warriors. Game 6 is the last game ever. If it goes to Game 6, Game 6 is the last game ever at Oracle Arena. And I don't think there's any way the Warriors lose that game. With Clay, without Clay, they need Clay. With KD or without KD, they don't lose that one.
Put it like this: if Clay's coming, it seems like Clay is gonna come and play. And if KD do play, I don't think it matters if they're playing the 6, if they play at the 1, if they play at the Rucker, if they play on the virtual reality. I don't care if they play in Mars. If they have all those guys on that squad, there is no way Toronto is going to win this series.
Even in Game 7 back in Toronto?
It could be Game 7 back in Toronto. It could be anything. It could be anywhere. It could be in Edmonton, for all I care. It could be in Ottawa. It could be in damn Vancouver. It could be in every province in damn Toronto. The Golden State Warriors will win with all those guys playing on that squad.
You know what? I'm sticking with my pick and taking the Raptors in this one. Just to be contrarian in this, I actually think it's starting to look pretty good. I think if you put money on the Raptors early in this, you're starting to feel a little more confident about that joke of a bet.
Never feel confident. Never.
That's true. They've proven you can run up on them. All right, Guru. Let's shift gears here. We're going to do a little switch over to the NFL as the OTAs are underway. But before we get to your first preview of the year, look at the AFC East. You got to let me do some plugs.
Get that plug time.
Trash Talk Radio and TrashTalkRadio.com brought to you by WorldOfSportsNetwork.com. World of Sports Network, connecting the world through the sports we love. Head on over to the YouTube and search for World of Sports Network. You get all the great content there. Subscribe to that page. Leave us a comment. Let us know how we're doing. Of course, Trash Talk Radio is available anywhere you can find your podcast. We are on Google. We are on Spotify. We are on iTunes. Do us a favor there. Leave us a comment and leave us a rating on there to let us know how we're doing as well. If you're looking for Guru, he is on Instagram every day at Guru's Film Room. Guru's Film Room on Instagram, and I am on Twitter every day at Lestro. You can also go to WOSNShop.com to make sure you check out all the great merchandise there. One more time for the people in the cheap seats, Trash Talk Radio. And Guru, tell them that hashtag.
And that's 10K for TTR.
Bumpy as hell, Guru. Going to be a little turbulence on the flight tonight, man.
Turbulence. It's all good, man. We about to get on that F-ball, baby.
That's right. Back to your forte here. The season never stops for Guru in the NFL, of course. So he is hard at work as the OTAs are going on and looking ahead for the season. This week we are starting with the AFC East. Guru, I imagine we're starting with the AFC East because even from this far away, this division is fairly easy to predict.
Oh, we want to call it the AFC least.
Damn right. Every year, man.
The AFC least.
Come on, give me something this year.
Okay, so I'm going to give you something this year. Something you might not expect. One of the teams in the AFC East will have probably the worst record in all of football.
Really?
And one of the team in the AFC East will also might be the team that go to the Super Bowl. Where's the parity in the AFC East?
What's funny about this is it's the Patriots and it could literally be any of the other three teams.
That's the funnest thing. That's why I wanted to talk about this division because I'm just disregard the Patriots right now because it's a battle of who's going to come and who's going to be one of the worst teams in football. It's really a battle of dysfunctionalness.
That's exactly it.
Of straight debacle, dysfunction. I think Magic Johnson and the Lakers are doing something over there with those teams in New York, man, because the New York squads in the AFC East are wow.
Well, come on. There's no doubt about it. I've said for years that I figure Bob Kraft has to have like photos of the other owners with horses. Bob Kraft, who somehow found a way to get his own handjob video taken off of evidence for his case, somehow has the power to have these exact same videos for the other owners, and that's why none of them have tried. Because the truth is, the Jets, the Bills, and the Dolphins have been the picture of dysfunction and debacle for the past decade or so. It's the Patriots versus nobody. Tell me this is changing. The Jets got a new quarterback, something.
So we're gonna start first of all. Let's go start with the New York with the Bills. You know, because if we don't start with that, we're gonna forget about them because they're one of the most forgettable American football franchise in the United States of America. Okay, they're closer to Canada than they are to the United States.
They play
of America.
multiple home games in Canada. There's a fan base that is jumping through flaming tables to get you to notice them.
Hey, I'm excited. The Bills, we know with Sean McDermott, who's the same guy that made Peterman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same coach. He's still there.
He's
Still there. Still there. So with that said, they had a great pick actually to draft this year. They picked Ed Oliver, the big, massive D tackle from Houston. He actually is going to replace one of our guys, man, Kyle Williams. You remember I love my man Kyle Williams, who retired from Buffalo, so that left a big old gap in the middle of that defense. So the young fella is going to come in there and just solidify himself out there. So, and also they still have a bunch of old heads at the running back, man. They got Frank Gore, Shady McCoy, but they drafted a young boy, Singletary. So I'm excited to see what he's going to do. He's kind of more of a LaShawn McCoy kind of shifty kind of back. So he looks like he's going to be the next in line. But not, the quarterback, we mentioned they had the young quarterback they had coming back for year 2. We're not really expecting to see much from him. This team, if they'll be lucky, if they win 6 games, it's just that's
sounds
typical,
like the Bills we know.
That's a typical Bills and Sean McDermott. They just have so much needs, man. They have so much need on that team everywhere. They really don't have a playmaker on offense. The offensive line is just a patchwork. The defensive line is all right. They got some guys. Their linebacker, they got guys. I love their secondary as far as Poirier and company, White. So they have some guys, respectable guys. But it's just Buffalo. And when everything's said and done, this guy, Sean McDermott, is a guy that started Peterman.
Yeah, you think that's the problem? Is it's from that point on you can't trust this
You
coach.
can't trust this guy.
All right, so move on to the next team. We're gonna see the Bills fighting for the basement as always. Now,
It's gonna be a battle for the fight of the basement.
all right, who else is battling with them?
Oh, it's gonna be battle, man. And you know what?
Could be any of them.
Oh, it's gonna be any of them. The Dolphins. The Dolphins, they're in the process. I respect the Dolphins, so that's why I'm going to give them a little props here. I actually respect them a little bit because everybody knows, and they kind of made it kind of obvious, they are processing. You know, they're trying to develop. They're here for the long term. They're for the long game. They made that pick. You know you're processing when you have Ryan Fitzpatrick, Fitzmagic over there battling the young guy they traded from Arizona, Josh Rosen.
Wait, what are you saying? Any chance to be able to use that? And we talk processing. It's in the sense of the Sixers here. This is a team that doesn't expect to win this year. They see the Patriots in the way. Nothing's happening there. Let's plan for the future. Let's find the gems. Let's build. Not usually a football move though.
It's exactly. It's not really a football move. And honestly, I don't see this happening because it is the AFC East. And the Dolphins, the only thing they're good at is beating the Patriots.
Beating the Patriots.
That's the only thing they ever do well at. So
right, at home. Only in Miami.
Only Miami in December. Somehow, some way. Like, okay, now we know why they do that because Bob Kraft, that's another situation.
Oh.
But the thing about the Dolphins that's really going to be one of the Achilles heels too is Brian Flores, the new head coach, is from Belichick coaching tree. And we know the Belichick coaching tree is not one of the most successful coaching tree that don't do too well. And especially if they're also in the same division as Belichick, I don't see that really happening too well for Mr. Flores and company. So they're going to be processing, and he's going to be processing his ass out of there in a couple of seasons too. So I expect that process to still keep going.
So that leaves the Jets, another team with a young quarterback, second-year draft pick. That's Sam Darnold over there in New York. Now they've got their head coach is running with the as the GM and everything, and a total clusterfuck that they've got happening. Tell me at least the Jets have a glimmer of hope with this quarterback. Or are they going to waste him too?
Oh, they're about to waste him, man.
Of course
just to waste him with the front office. Just a debacle, dysfunction. We have Adam Gates and no one else. He's the GM now. He has a debacle, a debate with his or whatever disagreement because of some of the players. He said it didn't fit his scheme. He didn't want one of those players, or they shouldn't pay. Whatever the whole situation is, it ended up bad. It looks bad. And even Adam Gates said he don't even want to be the GM in a sense. So this is just it just don't look right for Sam Darnold, who's one of the youngest starting quarterback in the league right now. It just don't look well for them. Don't look well for the Jets at all.
Yeah.
Gangrene, oh my God.
Even with the addition of Le'Veon Bell in the offseason here, it doesn't look like this team is coming together. It looks like they're actually like
going apart.
Yeah, falling further apart. And again, I keep going back that you have to try to get the level of dysfunction at these three teams in the AFC. How is it possible that all of these teams are doing this? Because tell me about the Patriots then. What do we expect out of them? Obviously, they got 6 wins just from playing in their division. I'm sorry, 5 wins for playing in the division because they're losing in South Beach in December like they always do.
Yeah, for vacation.
Although Gronk's not there this year, so maybe they won't drink quite as hard when he's because he's finally retired.
I was like, Gronk's on the field. We got this.
But tell me about the Patriots this year. We expect more of the same from them.
More of the same. I'm not going detail in depth because a blind person could see this. Okay, you have Tom Brady.
Yep.
You still got Julian Edelman. You still got Bill Belichick. You still got the whole core. Bearing any major injuries. Isaiah Wynn, their left tackle, who was missed basically the whole year last year. He didn't even play last year. He's coming back. Basically, they have a few of the guys that got hurt last year from the draft list coming back, who are essentially rookies again. So the Patriots are going to be the Patriots. They're going to be strong. They're going to be tough. They're going to slide through the AFC East and looking basically for another first-round bye.
Give me one player in the AFC East, not on the Patriots, who could break out, who could be a surprise. One reason to watch this division that's not the Patriots.
Honestly, the only other thing other than entertainment, to be honest, we want to see what Fitzmagic going to do out there.
It's just Fitzmagic.
We want to see what Fitzmagic.
It's not even Sam Darnold.
Because the reason why I want to say that is, Fitzmagic has played for every team in the AFC East except the Patriots.
That's true, isn't it?
He's played for every team in the AFC East except the Patriots. So I want to see everywhere's a homecoming for him. You know what I mean?
Right, back in the AFC East.
Didn't he go to Harvard?
I don't know, man. Any chance I get to play that sample, though, anytime I can play that, I'm gonna. All right, so there you have it, Guru's AFC East preview.
AFC East preview
for 2019. As we get started on our looking ahead into the 2019 season, we're going to run through all the divisions here in the coming weeks in Trash Talk Radio, and then we're going to start breaking it down by position to see who are the best players in each position and who to watch each position. Starting with the front offices, because that's where Guru's real focus is, not just the players on the field, but who's making the decisions. All right, Guru, with that, you want to try a little bit of the 2-minute drill?
Let's go.
All right. Here's how we play the 2-minute drill on Trash Talk Radio. It's our opportunity to talk about all the things we didn't talk about so far in the show. I put 2 minutes on the clock, and I start lobbing questions at the Guru. Are you ready?
Let's get it.
Here we go. Question number 1, Calvin Johnson says the Lions have to give him his signing bonus back before he'll do any sort of team events or be associated with the team again. What do you think of this? He said, quote,
man,
put
pay
that
man, no. Come on, you all Lions, man. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Y'all would give Matthew Stafford a gazillion money. He ain't worth a damn, man. Take that $1 million from Matt Stafford and give that dude Calvin Johnson some paper, man.
Goddamn right. Put that money in his pocket. He's one of the greatest ever. Give him the $1 million. I know it's bad up there, but it ain't that bad. All right, hey, speaking of the NFL and the AFC East, Roger Goodell has really hinted to starting to hold Buffalo Bills hostage for a new stadium. What is going to happen here? Can Buffalo lose the Bills?
Nah, man, because you know why? The Buffalo residents always pay their bills, baby. They pay their damn bills, and they will pay their bills and get a damn stadium after they get rid of Sean McDermott, man. Because him and the Peterman just killed that whole damn.
I don't think they're getting a new stadium up there, and I hope they stay because that fan base is one of the greatest. I'm from upstate, man. That Bills fan base out there is lunatics.
Man, I hope Toronto ain't gonna steal the Bills, man.
Yeah, seriously.
The NBA Finals, nah, Toronto, we putting our foot down, baby.
You don't get the Bills.
Y'all got the Argonauts, man.
I thought you were gonna say no, they're not leaving. Who would want them? All right, Trent Williams demands a trade from the Redskins.
Don't say that, man. Don't say that. The lumberjack, we got you, Trent. Don't worry about that, man. You gonna get your paper.
It's not about paper. He says it's about the medical staff. He refuses to play for him. What does this do for the Skins?
It's all good. We fired the medical staff, Trent. Whatever you want, baby. We got you, dog.
All right, switching to the NBA. Doc Rivers was fined this week for tampering after saying Kawhi Leonard is good. Guru, what the fuck?
The NBA, just the NBA, man. This is one of the most pettiest things. You got to get over this shit, NBA. All right, it's 2019. Everybody could DM. Everybody could talk. You got to get hit with the time, man.
Seriously, it's not tampering to say a guy is good. He's fucking good. It's not like you were saying he's going to look good in our uniform next year.
So if you say anything about any player in the NBA, it's tampering.
Apparently. Meanwhile, Steve Ballmer is trying to buy back the claw logo. It's well known that he's trying to buy. That's fucking tampering.
That ain't tampering. That's business.
That's okay. It's both. Speaking of Kawhi Leonard, hey, I heard the horn, but I got a few more things here. There were some rumors this week that he is buying property in Toronto. Guru, what do you think of this?
Man, Kawhi better watch out, man. You know what he's doing. He's watching that HGTV, baby. That flip, man. Flip in Toronto, baby. You buy that house, you flip that shit, man. For that money's going to leave on the table.
I said. That's brilliant. I said, we got to see what kind of property it is. Is it residential or is he just buying like real estate? So it's going to go up in value,
He's
you know?
Straight
booming market.
Buying commercial, baby. A beachfront property in Toronto, baby. I see you, quiet beachfront, baby.
Know something? We don't beachfront in Toronto on the Lake Ontario. All right. Kawhi, speaking of rumors in the NBA, the newest rumor is that Kyrie Irving is headed to the Nets. The Brooklyn Nets are the favorites right now for Kyrie. So they rumor mill says. What do you think of this?
Man, I love the NBA offseason. It's the best season in all of sports, baby, because the only thing we do is just worry about trades. That's the front office move. That's why it's the best season in sports, baby. Kyrie, go to Brooklyn. Next week when the show comes in, it's going to be Kyrie, go to L.A. I love it. Every week is something different, baby.
I love it, man. It's like Dungeons and Dragons. Everybody trying to put together their team. All right, I need a wizard, and I need a warrior, and I need a healer,
and I need an Irvin.
And I need a Kyrie, and we're all headed out there. We're going to take on this adventure, this quest. All right, one more here. Andy Ruiz Jr. upset Anthony Davis this weekend to become the heavyweight champion of the world. This was a crazy upset. Davis just didn't show up. Didn't show up at all. So my question here is, what's the best upset of all time?
Damn, the best upset of all time, man. That's a good one. Dang. I got to think, man. Oh, man, I got to take it back.
What do you got?
Take it way
any
back.
Sport. Doesn't have to be any sport.
I want to say when I could think of right on the top of my head, the Duke Blue Devil versus the All-NBA Louisville, that UNLV Running Rebel squad with Larry Johnson, Stacey Augman, that whole squad, man. So I'm looking at that squad because that squad was undefeated, and then Duke was a team to only beat that squad, baby.
That's a good one, man. I gotta correct myself here a second. I said Anthony Davis, that he beat Anthony Davis, because I got that on the mind from there. No, he beat Anthony Joshua to become heavyweight champion. Andy Ruiz beat Anthony Joshua to be heavyweight champion of the world. I'm still going with greatest upset of all time. I still think it's Buster Douglas beating Mike Tyson. That, to me, I was a kid. I watched that fight. It blew my mind.
I cried, man, watching with my pops. I would cry as a kid, man. I didn't want to see that shit. Don't bring that traumatic experience back for the Guru, man.
I am telling you, man, that was, I remember that. I was a kid, and I remember that night. That was the most shocking upset I've ever seen. All right, Guru, so that's the 2-minute drill for this week. And I got a little something here. I got a bit of a game time for you this week. You want to try a little game time?
Oh, man. What's happening today, man?
Here we go.
Here we go. Game time. Game time. Game time. Game on. Game on.
Sounds like game time to
What we
me.
should do, the three of us should play a game of stickball.
All right, Guru, it is a game time here on Trash Talk Radio, and this is a bit of a redemption game for you. Guru, about a year ago, we played a little game that I called World Cup or Wizard, challenging to see if you could tell the difference between World Cup players or characters from the Harry Potter universe. And let's just say it did not go particularly well for you that day. But since then, you've been demanding a rematch and a second chance at this game. So I present to you Player or Potter. Mm-hmm. Player or Potter. Here's how we play this game. Each year, InsideLacrosse.com publishes its all-name team, featuring the best names in college lacrosse. Let's see if you can tell which of the following names is a wizard and which is from the 2018 Inside Lacrosse player list, the all-name list from 2018. It is player or Potter? Are you ready?
Oh man, great. So now I gotta know about all the Caucasian names, man.
Absolutely.
Lacrosse and the Wizards, man. Gosh damn, man. The Guru's West African, damn it.
I know, I love this game. All right, as always here on Trash Talk Radio, right answers get us Marv. Wrong answers get us Rabel. All right, here we go. Question number 1. Is it a player or Potter?
Man, let's go.
Shackelford Stanwyck.
Oh man, Shackelford Stanwyck.
Shackelford Stanwyck, player or Potter?
Oh, that's a player.
That is a player. He plays at Johns Hopkins University. How about Caden Keitlinger? Caden Keitlinger, is that a Wizard or a lacrosse player?
Caden Keitlinger?
Keitlinger.
That's a lacrosse player.
That is a lacrosse player
Yeah,
from Gettysburg.
I'm ready, baby.
What about Charity Burbage? Charity Burbage.
Charity Burbage is a lacrosse player.
No. Charity Burbage is a wizard. She's a professor of Muggle studies at Hogwarts. What about Graham Montague?
Oh, man, I know Montague. That's a Potter, man.
That is a Harry Potter. He is a Slytherin at Hogwarts. What about Kingsley Shacklebolt? Kingsley Shacklebolt.
Oh, I know Kingsley. That's a Porter.
That's a what?
That's a Porter.
A Potter?
A Harry Potter.
That is a Harry Potter. He is an Auror in Harry Potter. How's another one for you? Busy Blanding.
Oh, Boozy Brand. That's a lacrosse player.
Busy Blanding is a lacrosse player at New Hampshire. How about Aurora Coringsley?
Oh, Coinsley. That's straight Hogsworth.
That is not. Aurora Coringsley is a lacrosse player at Johns Hopkins. What about Cormac McClagan?
Man, McClagan? Oh, that's
Cormac.
my dog. Me and my Kraken McClagan. That's my dog. We've been playing lacrosse since 3rd grade, baby. 3rd grade.
Cormac McClagan is a wizard. He was Hermione's date. Dar Sleeper. Dar Sleeper.
Oh, Dar Sleeper? That's my dude, man. We were smoking weed back in 5th grade at lacrosse.
I believe that. Dar Sleeper sounds like a pot smoker. He's a lacrosse player at Michigan. Corbin Yaxley.
Oh, Yaxley, that sounds like a straight British name, man. But I bet she's a lacrosse player, man.
Corbin Yaxley is a Death Eater. Taggart Imar.
Oh, my gosh, man. That's a Porter.
That is not a Harry Potter. Taggart Imar plays for Bryant University. Augustus Rockford.
Oh,
Rockwood.
I know Augustus.
Rockwood, sorry.
Rockwood, that's my dude. I saw that, man. That's definitely taking straight to the bank. The Harry Potter bank, baby.
Augustus Rockwood is a wizard. He's a Death Eater. Journey Fishbeck.
That's straight up. Oh, I know the Fishback family, man. They're over there. Oh, I know the Fishback family. They're the lacrosse family right there, man.
Plays for Butler. She plays for Butler. I know the Fishbeck family. Florian Fortescue.
Oh, Fortescue. Oh, man, Fortescue. That sounds like a straight Wizards, man.
That is a wizard. She works in Diagon Alley. Lauren Gearhart.
Oh, not the Gearhart. That's a straight up wizard.
That is not a wizard. That is a lacrosse player. Rolando Hooch.
Oh, my God. All this hooch. There's no way a lacrosse player going to be a hooch. So it's going to be a wizard, baby.
That is true. She's a Quidditch referee, Rolando Hooch. 2 more for you here. Darby Kiernan.
Oh, man, Derby, that's my girl, man. I just seen her kick that little lacrosse ball through the net, man. Yeah, man.
They don't kick it, but yes, Darby Kiernan.
Swung that kicker, you know.
Colorado. And finally, Guru, in player or Potter, Ursula Fithall.
Ursula?
Ursula Fithall.
Oh, that's my girl, Ursula, man. We were just out talking the other day, man. Me and Ursula, we were talking about the game. She's going to win the lacrosse tournament and shit, dog. Yeah.
Ursula Fithall plays for Niagara, or at least she did in 2018. And that is how we play player or Potter on Trash Talk Radio. My thanks, of course, to the Inside Lacrosse.com for publishing that fantastic name list so we can go at it. That is our show for this week on Trash Talk Radio. Until next time, you can find us on Twitter, you can find us on Facebook, but the best place to find us is at trashtalkradio.com. And make sure you leave a comment on all those sites. Rate us and leave a comment when you find your podcasts. Until next time, I'm Lestro.
And it's the G to the U to the R to the U.
Thanks for listening.
Ciao.